y'all, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Alicia and I share beauty and lifestyle videos, so I would love for you to subscribe to my channel. If you're not new, welcome back. Today I'm going to be doing another episode in my new series, A Beginner's Guide to Makeup, and I'm going to be talking all about contouring, so if y'all want to learn more, then just keep watching. So I first just want to say Happy New Year. This is my first video of 2022 and I'm so excited that it's another episode in my Beginner's Guide to Makeup series. Just in case you're new here, I started this series back in November and I am teaching y'all all the makeup basics starting at the very beginning. I already have 2 videos and I will link the playlist down below in the description box if you want to start from the beginning. But the very first video, I help you figure out your skin type if you're not really sure whether it's oily, dry, combination, or normal. And then I also help you figure out a basic skincare routine. Video number 2, I go over the different primers and foundations based on your skin type and skin concerns. So definitely go check those videos out next, especially if you've been having trouble finding a foundation that works for you. But today I'm going to be talking all about contouring, and I'm very excited to do this video because I feel like a lot of people are intimidated by contouring, but it is not hard at all. And I feel like the most common misconception about contouring is you have to know your face shape. You definitely don't, and I am going to show you just how easy it is. So just in case you don't know, I am a certified makeup artist. I went to school specifically for makeup, and I'm going to be honest with y'all, I was one of those people who was intimidated by contouring and I thought it was this big thing, and then whenever I learned it in school, it was just like a light bulb went off. I was like, oh, is that it? And I'm hoping that you feel that way after this video. And then after I show y'all everything on contouring, I wanted to talk about some of my favorite products. I'm also going to share some of my favorite cream products as well, and then give y'all some tips on applying when you apply the cream products. And I feel like I said products 10 times. So let's go ahead and get started. So whenever you are contouring, just think of it as corrective. I know that is one thing that really helped me. So like when you contour your cheeks, you are making your face look slimmer and your cheekbones kind of stand out more. And then if you feel like you have a double chin or your jawline isn't as defined as you want, then you would contour your jawline, so that is correcting your jawline. If you feel like you have a big forehead, you can contour around your hairline to make your hairline look like it's further down, and it makes your forehead appear smaller, so therefore you are correcting your forehead. Another way to help you whenever you're trying to figure out where to put your bronzer and where to put your highlighter is pretend you have a light shining down on your face. Anywhere where there are shadows, that's where your bronzer is going to be, and the bronzer is kind of pushing things back. So like whenever you contour your cheeks, you put your bronzer here. So you're wanting to kind of push back your cheek so it makes your cheekbones look like they are coming forward. And then your cheekbones, that is where light would be hitting, so that's where you put the highlight. So anywhere you put a highlight, you want it to kind of bring forward. So just pretend you have a light. Anywhere that light would hit is where you're going to highlight. Anywhere where there are shadows is where you're going to use a bronzer. So since you're wanting to push back with your bronzer, you want to use a matte bronzer to contour with. If you're wanting just kind of to put your bronzer all over, if you have a light foundation, or if you want that kind of sun-kissed glow, then you can use one that has a shimmer. But if you use a shimmer bronzer to contour with, light is going to reflect off of the shimmer and it's going to have the opposite effect, if that makes sense. Anytime you use bronzer or blush on your cheeks, you want to put your brush down first by your hairline, because whenever you first put your brush down, that's where the most product is going to be. So if you put it right here, that's going to be a lot harder to blend out than back here, because you can blend it back into your hairline. So the easiest way to figure out where to put your cheek bronzer is to make the fishy face, and I can't talk and make it, so I'm gonna make it so y'all can see. you see, you can tell where it's hollow. So use that as a guide, but you want to start at the top of your ear and then work your way down to that hollowness, but you don't want to go all the way to your mouth. You want to stay about 2 finger widths away, and you want to start off with just a little bit of product and build it, because it's easier to build than to take away. And that goes for any makeup, your blush, your highlight, especially your eyeshadow. You want to start with just a little bit and just build it. So that's what I'm doing now. And then for this bronzer, you want to blend it up. You don't want to blend it down, because that's where highlight will go. And if you get it too far down, it can make your face appear droopy. But if you do get it too low, I will show y'all a way to fix it once we get into the highlighting. And so after I get it as dark as I want, what I like to do is take a clean stippling brush, which looks like this. If you can see, it's kind of wispy. So it's not dense at all, so it doesn't remove the product. But if you do get it too dark, you can just go over it with a clean fluffy brush and it will kind of tone it down. And then if you don't like it being that sharp, then you can go over the edges and it will kind of diffuse that line. So I only put bronzer on my cheeks, but I am going to go ahead and show y'all everywhere else, just in case you want to contour any other areas. I will go ahead and do my jawline. So once again, putting it where the shadow will be. And for this bronzer, you'll want to blend it down, because this is where highlight is going to go, so you don't want to go in that area. So this will just sharpen your jawline up. And then blending it down, and then once again taking that blush or that brush so everything is nice and blended. So whenever I do my forehead, I like to use a bigger brush. And then you just want to go just right at the edge of your hairline. So my hair is a little bit thinner here, so I can put some more right there. That way it will make it appear fuller. Also, if you like your forehead and don't really want to contour your forehead, but your hair is a little thinner in certain areas, you can actually use eyeshadow that is the same color as your hair. So now that you're seeing it, I hope it is making a little bit more sense if I confused you at the beginning. And then I never contour my nose, but I did want to go ahead and show y'all, for those of you who might want to contour it. You want to start like right here at your eyebrow and just go on the side of your nose. So almost on the top of it, if you can see. And then same thing with the other side. And then if you want like the tip of your nose to kind of stand out more, you can do like a circle around the edge, but you can also just kind of go across. And then once again, taking my brush, because that's a little too dark. Now that we have all of the bronzer, we are going to highlight, and that is also part of contouring. So I like to use a matte highlighter on my cheeks and my forehead, and I really like a banana powder. My lights are so bright, but this does have a yellow tint to it. So that is what I like to use. It just really helps to brighten your skin. But if you are more fair, you might want one that looks a little bit more beige. But this one is actually Essence. So I think it was like probably $5 or less. So first I'm going to show you highlighting here and show you how to clean up your contour. I like to use a brush like this. This one is by Morphe, so it is affordable. You want to get quite a bit of product on your brush, and you will just go right where it is supposed to go. So if you get it too low, and then you just kind of bring it down. See how that just cleaned it up? And then I just take the extra product and bring it down because that is where you want to highlight. So it is super easy to clean up your cheek contour if you get it too low. So if you get it too low, don't worry about it. You can fix it and you don't have to take it off. Now for the other areas, I like to use a brush like this. Now I'm going to do my chin, the center of my forehead, down the center of my nose, and then under your eyes and your cheekbones. And then when you put it on the side of your nose, right under your contour, that will really help to kind of slim down your nose as well. And it helps with darkness if you have dark circles like I do. And there you have it. That's all there is to contouring. So very, very easy. Now I'm going to apply blush and then shimmer highlight. So for blush, you want to do the same thing. You want to start back here because you're going to have the most product, and then just drag it down. So I'm going right above that bronzer, but kind of putting it in with the bronzer too, if that makes sense. That way it doesn't look like the Neapolitan ice cream where it's just stripes. That way it's just all blended together. And then I also like to do that brush to blend the blush and bronzer together. Got kind of tongue-tied. And then for the shimmer highlight, I go right on top of my blush, right on my cheekbone. And then I also kind of curve it around my eye too. And then I also put this on the bridge of my nose and the tip of my nose, and then my Cupid's bow as well. I also forgot to mention that you can use bronzer underneath your bottom lip to make it appear fuller. So whenever you put bronzer here, it creates the illusion of a shadow, so it looks like, see how it makes it look like my lip is fuller because it's so full it's creating a shadow. Just put it right there in the center and then blend that out. So now that I went through all the steps and how to contour, I wanted to really quick go over some of my favorite products. I'm going to try and make it as short and sweet as possible because I feel like this video is probably already going to be a little lengthy. So I'm going to talk about cream products first because I actually just started using cream products this past year and I don't really have a whole lot of them yet. So if you have any favorite cream products, also leave that down below in the comments. I'm slowly building my collection, but I've always been a powder person except for my foundation. I have to use liquid foundation, but once I started using it, I actually really like it. So the first one I'm going to share is a bronzer, and I actually think this is the only cream bronzer that I have used, but I absolutely love it, and it is by Tarte. It is their Breezy Cream Bronzer, and here is what it looks like. It is just so creamy and so easy to blend out. And I can't remember the price on that, but I will link everything I talk about down below in the description box for y'all. But I know NYX has a contouring stick that has, I'm pretty sure it has a bronzer and a highlighter stick on the other side, and I know that those will be a lot more affordable. And then a cream blush I have really been loving is this one by Merit Beauty. I actually talked about this one and reviewed it in my cream makeup tutorial. I forget right off the top of my head the name of it, but I will link that video down below if y'all want to check it out. But this was actually gifted to me, and I think it is such a pretty color, and I love that it's in a stick form because it makes it so easy to use. I will say the only downside to this is I feel like the color faded throughout the day, so it didn't really stay, but when you first put it on for the first few hours, it does look really pretty and kind of gives your skin a glow, which if you've watched any of my other tutorials or any of my other videos, you know I'm all about that dewy, glowy skin. It is my favorite. And then another really pretty cream blush is this one by NARS. It is their most popular shade, Orgasm. So it is that really pretty kind of pinky gold. So it looks like the powder version. This is just cream. The only downside to this is it's just hard to get in that little jar. So I don't know if they thought that through. And then liquid highlighter, yet another product by Merit Beauty, but I love once again that it's in a stick form because it is just so easy to use. I also love this Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter Primer. This is very beautiful, and you can actually use this all over. There's several uses for this and the Shape Tape Glow Wand, and I actually have a video comparing the two. I put one on one side of my face, one on the other, and then I also have a video just on the Shape Tape Glow Wand by itself. I share all the different uses for it because a lot of people think that this is a concealer, but it is not. So those are actually all of the cream products that I have, but I do absolutely love those. But now let's talk about the powder products, and there's quite a bit, so I'm going to try and go through them quickly. So I already talked about the Tarte Park Avenue Princess bronzers, and once again, just remember if you're wanting the matte one to make sure it says matte on the box because their packaging is very similar. Another very popular bronzer is the Hoola bronzer by Benefit. I really like this one and actually have this one in my makeup kit for when I do clients, but yet again, dirty brush, so just ignore that. I do like that it comes with the brush. And then I know the Hoola and the Tarte are a little on the pricey side. This one is definitely on the pricey side and definitely a splurge, but I had to share it because it's one of my favorites, and just in case you're bougie like me, the Gucci bronzer. But look at this package. It did come with a brush, so this lifts up. Okay, now that I shared some pricey bronzers, now for the more affordable. So I'm sure most of y'all have heard of this one. It is super, super popular. It is by Physicians Formula. It is the butter bronzer. First of all, it smells amazing. It smells like the beach. Absolutely love it. And this is also affordable. So this one does have a bit of a sheen to it, but they do have a matte one as well. And then another drugstore brand that I really like is Milani. This one is a shimmery bronzer, but once again, they have matte. I just really like this one. Kind of all over for the summertime, and I can't get it open. But this is one of their baked bronzers. I can't remember if I said that or not. And then there are different contour palettes that have the bronzer, blush, and highlight all in one. I did want to show you this one. This is also by Physicians Formula, and this one is still available. I think you can get it at Ulta, but this is all Physicians Formula, and this one comes with the matte butter bronzer, and then it also has one that's a little luminous, and then it comes with two highlighters, and they are both shimmer. That one is way too light for me, and then it comes with a blush, and what is this? So that is a pressed powder. So you could use that as like a setting powder. And now going to the opposite of affordable, I have really been loving this little contour palette. It is by Anastasia, and I actually just got it for Christmas. My sweet husband got it. It was on my Nordstrom wish list, and he just looked at my wish list and like ordered me some stuff. And he the best. So this is the shade Off to Costa Rica. It is almost too dark for me right now since I have lost most of my tan, but I have still been using the blush and highlight. That's actually the blush and highlighter I used just a minute ago. So this one is a little on the pricier side, but that's a good thing about having the Nordstrom app. If you create an account, which is free, you get points whenever you buy stuff from Nordstrom, but you can add stuff to your wish list and they will send you a notification, like it'll pop up like a text message does, and tell you when your wish list items go on sale. So that way you can kind of keep up if you want to wait until you can get it at a discount. And last but certainly not least is highlighters. I could probably do a whole video on highlighters because they are my absolute favorite, but since I have been running my mouth so much, I'm gonna make it as quick as I can. So I'll go ahead and show y'all an affordable one once again from Milani. I love this one so much. So all of these highlighters are gonna be more on the gold side because those are my favorite, and I feel like that goes best with my skin tone. But this one is the shade Sun Glow, and it is 03. And then I've actually really been loving the Jaclyn Hill loose highlighter. I actually got this one and one of her press highlighters during the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty, so I got them half off. This is the shade Balm. And then this one is the shade Iced, and I thought it was going to be a little bit more gold, but whenever I put it on, I feel like it is more kind of rose gold. And then I also love this one by Ofra. This one I think is $26, so that one's a little on the pricey side as well, but love it. So pretty. I have actually been wanting this one for several years because I've heard so many great things about it, and this is the shade Rodeo Drive. And I finally just ended up getting it. And it would be really hard, but if I had to pick just one highlighter, it would probably be the Becca Champagne Pop. So that was a collab with Jaclyn Hill, but now it's just Becca. I don't know if y'all are going to be able to see that because it is broke, but it's just, I mean, I feel like Champagne Pop is the perfect name for it. It's just a really pretty, just champagne color. But yeah, that is all the products that I wanted to share with y'all, and that is how to contour. Once again, if you have any questions, please comment them down below. But I really, really hope that this video helped y'all understand contouring, and I hope I didn't confuse you even more. If you did enjoy this video and it did help you, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I have some fun videos planned for this year, so you don't want to miss those. But I don't have anything else to say except thank you for watching, and I'll see you on my next video.